Hey everybody, this is Brett, and I'd like you to understand where I'm coming from in regards to hating people, okay? And I'm just going to be flat out honest and tell you where I've been to come to this point. Okay, so many years ago, in my early 20s, mid to early 20s, 24, I came to the realization that I was addicted to smoking and that I needed to get rid of that. And then, after doing so, I started to get into natural health because I'd been through this fasting episode, and then I bought the book of macrobiotics, and I started to understand that not only was I addicted to nicotine, but I was addicted to all of these different foods. And shortly thereafter, I started to understand more about environmental illness and how all the chemicals in the air and the water and the food were affecting me. And so I vowed to get rid of all of the things that were coercing me to consume more of those things, an addiction. And it was really not that difficult to understand these things. It really wasn't. And it was actually very difficult to get rid of a lot of the things. It took me 8 years to get rid of wheat and dairy. And I'm still doing a lot of healing. But for a long time, I've known that it was not of God to consume foods that were processed, not whole foods. I knew that it was natural and healthy to do things that were natural and healthy. And people do so many things that are totally unnatural and totally unhealthy, even though they know that they shouldn't be doing those things. And even though they think that they're actually religious, they think that they're spiritual, they think that they're going to heaven, etc., etc., even though they do so many things that they know are totally against God. And then they try and offset doing all of those things by taking prescription drugs. And they think that that's acceptable. I will look you dead flat right in the camera lens and tell you that it's not. It is all absolutely wrong. And I am just absolutely so flustered so much of the time with a world that's in complete denial. And sometimes I don't know if I can even go on, in all honesty. Because when a pandemic like this hits the world, and they all overreact to it, as they probably should, because there are so many obese and artery-clogged people out there that are susceptible to real sickness. Sickness that would actually help them to feel better if they got through it and didn't die. It'd be just like a cleanse. It'd be like a pretty strong cleanse for a lot of people, and is that way. But what they want to do is they're looking for anything to suppress their immune system so that they don't have to get too sick. People want to go down the hill, but they don't want to have to go up the hill. When they go to a ski resort, they want to be towed to the top. And then they want to have so much fun coming down. They go riding a bicycle. They really love to ride downhill. but they hate riding up because it's so hard. It's the same with their diets. They don't want to eat greens. They don't want to eat green foods because they're bitter. They just want to eat sugar and cake and candy. That is precisely why I'm so disgusted with people. Because let me get down to the nuts of it here. People that are weak and of a low quality in this world put a heavy burden on the rest of us. That's what. And I'm not just talking about those specific things, okay? I'm talking about the rich that have such poor priorities. You see, there are a lot of poor people, low quality people, that would like to become a high quality person, but they're not strong enough to do that without a hand up. And there are so many filthy rich people out there, even people that aren't filthy rich, but they've got, you know, a significant amount of money. Like my parents would never, I don't think they've ever donated to any charity, any cause that they felt strongly about. And there are so many people out there that only care about their materialism, their things, etc. And so, like, investing. They want to invest into things that they know are going to bring back money to them. Things like Coca-Cola, etc., etc. And they don't really think about what they're investing in terms of ethics are concerned. They don't care about that. All they care about is how much of a return they're going to get on their investment. It's a sick, nauseating, ugly ass thing, I'm telling you, that people, where they put their energy, where their priorities are. And these are not things that are just coming out of me all of a sudden that I've not, you know, I all of a sudden just started thinking of it. It's not how it is. I've been wondering what the hell is wrong with people for over a long time. Even when I was a kid, I wondered these things. Okay? Even before I started to get into natural health and healing, I was wondering, what is up with people? And so, like I said, with as much hate as I have for people, I often wonder, how can I continue to live? Because I really don't know. Thanks for joining me.